Hi, SP. Is microphone on? Yeah, the microphone is on. What are we going to do? L137. L137. Does this work? Right, and then I was just watching the Artemis 2 launch. I just wondered, what would it take to get something to the moon? I was watching it just now. I had it the live stream. I had two different live streams on two different monitors. I was watching it. Yeah, I was watching it. I had the audio on one and the higher quality stream on the other. And I was watching it just now. I was just wondering, what would it take? Because, we go to the moon in Kerbal, but what we do, well, at least my method in Kerbal is to, what's it called? Go in, use a tug in orbit. But of course, what's different to the way we do it in Kerbal is because the way we do it in Kerbal is that we use a tug in orbit, and the Artemis does it in one flight. They do the whole thing in one launch. They go to the moon in one launch. And that's what's different than the way we do it. That's what I mean to say. But it doesn't need to dock to anything, does it? It doesn't need to dock to anything, because if we're doing a launch, it doesn't need to dock to anything. So we don't even need that. We just... If we did do an Artemis analog... What are we looking for? Aerodynamics. We could just have that on the top, can't we? We'll save a bit of weight, and then you'd have a heat shield. You'd have to have a heat shield because we're coming back from the moon. We're coming back at a higher speed. We'd have to have a heat shield. Well, unless we're going to circularize first. Then it means, because this is the career save, we're going to have a lot of wasted stuff. Where are the heat shields? I never use the heat shields. Thermal. Oh, it's going to click. See what it looks like. I can't wait to see a live view of the moon. No, the moon Earthrise is going to be awesome, isn't it? With high resolution cameras. Going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing with the higher resolution cameras. I mean, there's high resolution cameras on like the probes and stuff out of there, but it's not quite the same, is it? So what's that, 6 days time? 5-6 days time? Well, we'll be getting feed. I mean, they still haven't done circularization burn. When I left the stream just now, like, they still had to do a periapsis raise. But it looks like it's going to work, though, and they're going to come back. They're going to go and... Where are we? Coupling. What's the difference between the two separators? Because you've got two different colours. You got the orange ones. And you've got the grey ones. Oh, that. So the arrow, I assume it pushes. It's got like a push in one direction, and that pushes in both directions, does it? Sorry for missing the last few streams. It's okay. Oh, mischievous. Oh, it's okay. Just got back from watching Artemis launching. Yeah, I was watching it as well. I watched the launch, but I didn't watch the circularization burn, the periapsis raise, like the last stage of the third stage was. So was it 2.5 stage to orbit, isn't it? Because the SRBs count as a half stage because the main engines are firing from the launch pad, so. And because it's got an upper stage, so it's that 2.5 stage to orbit. And the last stage, they was doing a circularization burn, and I didn't see the last burn. I haven't actually been streaming the last few days. I haven't been feeling too well. I don't know why we're doing this. Just wondering what SLS would look like. Where's the hanky? Let me blow my nose. Okay, mic's back on. Sorry, I have to do my nose. Allergies are terrible. So what are we doing? If this is... Well, we need the stage now to take it to the moon. I mean, if we're going to do an SLS Artemis analog, we need fuel tanks now. But then again, we need something to do the control. You know, the control wheels, don't we? Do we need control wheels? Because SLS doesn't have big control wheels for the launch. But this is Kerbal. Don't know. Right. Yeah, I am a bit tired. What fuel tanks we got? We got that's a bit pants. Hang on, I'll read now. There is a bigger fuel tank than that. Still not on an interplanetary, huh? No, still not an interplanetary. Though I did, in one of the previous streams, we did have a look at some of the stuff I've got out of there. There's a few probes out there. I've also got the remains of some rocket stages out in a solar orbit. We could try and get them back. I mean, that's something we could do. But, yeah, we need to build something big to go out there and get it. I mean, I've got something which chat named the Potato Masher, which is just a massive fuel tank. But I used vectors on it, and that was a bad idea. And I'd like to make another version of that with different engines. It's just like a massive fuel tank with a small pod on one end, and it's still in orbit. We'll have to deorbit that at some point. Well, we could do it later, couldn't we? Maybe send a few probes to Eve and Gilly in the future. We've had probes to Eve in the past. We've got one in orbit of Eve. I'm sure I've been to Gilly. I'm sure I've landed something on Gilly. But again, this save is well over 10 years old, so I can't remember. But we do have stuff out there. We do have stuff out there. You know, where's Wolfhound? Stick a Wolfhound on it. Hang on, if we save that, right, leave. Because, and one of the Kerbals has been around Eve. One of the Kerbals has been around Eve. Is it? No, it's not an astronaut complex. Astronaut complex, I think is. Which one? I can't remember his name now. It's probably one signed. Jonard. It says orbit around Eve. He's been out there and he was on his own. If I remember rightly, he went out on one of the big things and he's been on his own. He's the only one who's been out there. And I believe, where's Valentina? Tremor is there. Valentina's got an orbit around the sun. And I think they're the only ones, the only Kerbals that have been out there. See, Jonard? Yeah, they're the only Kerbals that have been. Oh, there you go. Because Kellog's been around the sun as well. Oh, and Janena. So there's 3 Kerbals have been around the sun, and 1's been to Eve. Loneliest Kerbal ever, yeah. Jonard. We've got stuff. We've got the moon lander. There's a moon lander. Planetary probing, which is around Eve. Around Eve. So the probes are all broken and knackered because some of these probes were made before they added communications, and so you can't control them anymore. There's no control. Plus, in one of the previous streams, I noticed around Minmus on the far side of the moon and Minmus, I was having control problems. Have you sent? Yeah, we got that one. That one's actually on the surface, and this one fell over and broke. This one's on the surface of Juna. Then we got. There's this one here, which is around Moho. Station core. We got this just bits and waste and crap. Docked together around the sun, and I'd like to bring this back because where's Kerbin? I'd like to bring it back to Kerbin and deorbit it. Ion Explorer 1 is stuff I think I was messing around trying to get an eye on. Sentinel Carrier, what's that? Oh, that's the one with the Sentinel, the telescope to tracking these unknown objects. That's a tug I made. I don't think I did anything with it. That's out there. Small survey scanner. That's back down here in. Yeah, we're back down here now. Everything else is just around Kerbin's sphere of influence. Oh, big dish thing. What's that? Oh yeah, we need to remake the Tuglander as well. The Tuglander. Deorbit this after removing fuel, because we've got this here. It says deorbit this after removing fuel. We're gonna have to do this at some point. Yeah, I think this was an attempt at getting something which you could probably take out there. But what was the reason why? Oh, I think he had no RCS going forward and back. I forgot to put RCS forward and back on it. So it's only got up, down, left, right. So I wanted to deorbit it. This was something I was going to send out there. Take the fuel out of this and just deorbit it. It's useless. And we could get it close to one of the stations, couldn't we? There's potato masher there. Switch to, and this one's something that's been out of the sun around. Try landing some Kerbals on Ike soon. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm not going to endanger Kerbals. This is a potato masher. No planet is safe from the Kerbals. I don't want to endanger them. I'd rather send a little probe out there first. Yeah, this is useless. We need to deorbit this at some point. But it's going to be awkward to deorbit it, so I might bring some parachutes up and then stick loads of parachutes on it. We did click open, did we? Open. Open. There we go. That's not what we wanted. I'm going to go now. Sorry I can't stick around. Okay, Mischievous, thank you for dropping in anyway. Thank you for the chat. That's the one I'm looking for. Didn't do the separation rockets. Oh, great. You know what? We've got parachutes. We've got parachutes as well. So we would have had to rescue the Kerbals in orbit anyway. All right. That's what we need on the front is a parachute. Otherwise, we'd have to just get the Kerbals to transfer outside the craft in orbit. I didn't even think about that. It's because I'm hungry, that's why. My stomach hurts. Artemis went into a highly elliptical, didn't it? Like, so it'd be much further up. The apoapsis is much further up, and they have to do the periapsis burn as well. So I believe it'd be like out here to be more accurate. But my workflow in Kerbal is to get to 80, but we've gone past. We've gone 90. We could just do it. We could just get it out here, couldn't we? Until the fuel's gone to try and make it accurate. There's periapsis there. Hi, 22 directions. That's going to get out. This didn't quite go as well as I'd planned, but I mean, it'll work. We have no solar panels aboard. So, right. So that's another thing we forgot. Let's go F9 as well. See, I keep forgetting to do stuff with this. This is just a silly, quick build of a SLS Artemis analog. Forgot solar panels anyway. Because this is a career save, this is just going to waste a huge amount of money. Oh, I haven't got my the funds tracker. I haven't got the funds tracker running. The funds tracker is running now, so it'll update. Right, hang on, let me do that. Stick some solar panels on it. I'm kind of hungry as well, so I might go and get something to eat at some point. Yeah, solar panels. Electrical. Where's electricals? Electricals. What's the smallest? So no, those ones. 1.6. So X. So now Orion has them in that weird. They're not quite an X arrangement, is it? So has them like that. And like that. So they're not perfectly X, are they? And I was watching Fart Mist 2. Fart Mist 2, yeah. The world's most explosive fart. I mean, yeah. Have they done the circularization burn, the raising the periapsis burn yet, Syntax? Because I didn't watch it. The last burn they were going to do, I stopped watching it then because I thought, yeah, it worked, it's brilliant. But the launch was awesome, wasn't it? Yeah, I had live stream. I had 2 different live streams open on 2 monitors. So just making an analog version here, you know, there's just something I just wanted to try, and it works. Yes, they raised the periapsis perigee, whatever. Yeah, we know. Excellent. So it did work. The last stage fired. But yeah, this Kerbal version is not quite the same because it's possible. I've made this so this main stage can actually get us into orbit. Have you unlocked the Mammoth engine yet? The Mammoth. Which one's the Mammoth? The big Mammoth. Yeah, we got the Mammoth. I think we got the Mammoth. We got the Mammoth. What, the one with the 4 bells on the bottom? The 4. Because I'm just using the RS-25 analogs, the Space Shuttle main engine, and the vectors here. All right. Just check that, check that, check that, check that, check that, check that, check that. Check. The Mammoth is the KSP equivalent of the SLS main engine. You sure? Because we've got these. You've got the vectors, which is the Space Shuttle main engine. Of course, we should do the roll as well because the actual SLS rolls. Oh, oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. We still got more. Still got tweaks to do. My stomach hurts. I forgot to eat. I got nothing on my desk to eat. Explosions unintended, yeah. Explosions unintended. Very much unintended. Is the other thumbnail I'm using okay? Because I did the Valentina thumbnail, one of my drawings from years ago. I drew a Kerbal years ago. Like, where's a mammoth? Mammoth. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. It's got the it's got the same sort of engine. I mean, all right, hang on. It's just going to give us more thrust, isn't it, than what we've already got? I mean, this is good enough for what we need, yeah, but I can see what you mean now. I can see what you mean, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Right. They'll give us even more, like 4990. This is what we need. What were we doing? What fix do we need? More, what you call it? These things. So, X. And there. Let's do another one here. That'll do. That'll get them away, won't it? Right. We'll get them into orbit this time. We're just using our most experienced pilot, scientist, and engineer. We need a comms aerial, I suppose, as well. Communications. Just like that. I don't know why I stick 2 on there. It just seems to make it more balanced. That's why I stick 2 on there. Save. Launch. Isn't that a drogue chute? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Isn't that a drogue chute? That's what I thought. Got here. Right, if we go, it just says parachute. It doesn't say drogue chute. See, because that is a parachute. Because that says drogue chute on it, and that does not say drogue chute. Because I hardly ever use these. I always use the radial chutes. I mean, it should be. Let's recover it just in case we make a mistake, you know, and just check, you know. This is how you have a successful rocket flight. You got to check these things. See, it's got XL parachute, Mark 25 parachute. It's just, oh, it says there, or what's also known as a drogue chute. Oh, right, you are right. You are right. Right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. We don't want that. Why is the dialogue box going? There you go. There we go. Could have killed the Kerbals. See, it just says parachute, doesn't say drogue chute. But it says drogue down here, right. Orange is drogue, blue is main, yeah. So I thought there was a problem, but I didn't even look at it in that detail. Yeah, thank you for... Yeah, we could have killed Kerbals. Thank you for highlighting that. Right, what else do we need? Was there anything else we forgot? I think it's fine. I think it's fine. We'll go now. Oh no, we're still going. Still going. It's fine. It's fine. We got into orbit earlier with far too much fuel left over. So that's why I've sent it horizontal early. Like my rocket's crispy. Yeah, it is getting a bit crispy, yeah. Nicely done. Well done. There's a lot of drag, and we're actually the apoapsis is going down. I thought I made massive gravity turns, yeah. Because last time I got into orbit with this, I think just before we came here, we had way too much fuel left, and so I thought, yeah, start early. Your intention was to make it less efficient. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what. So exactly. I think we got too many fuel tanks here, and the engines are more than powerful enough. The thing is, though, with SLS, the entire core stage is dropped, isn't it? With Artemis, assuming you saw the Artemis launch. Yeah, I did. I did. Oh, 2204 happy, yeah. I did see the Artemis launch. And with Artemis, though, it uses all its fuel before getting in the main launch stage. Uses all its fuel before it gets into orbit. And there is like a circularization stage before Orion pops off, isn't there? Pops off. I mean, not pops off, decouples. Stages. So I'm waiting for it to go to 70 before we do a warp to that point. And I'll do the circularization burn at that apsis. Yeah, but it's highly elliptical. Yeah. What I was saying earlier in the stream, to be more accurate, it would be out here. The apoapsis be out here and the periapsis be quite low, and it needs to do the circularization burn from the third stage or the 2.5 inch stage. So it's not accurate. We're not going to. They've basically done half of it before they got into orbit. Yeah, they did. Yeah, you're right. They're about halfway there before they got into orbit. I mean, that's why the SLS rocket is so big, because it does a lot of the work. It does a lot of the work. I mean, this is Kerbal. We don't have to be accurate. I mean, I've got other systems which are far more efficient than this to get to the moon. The TLI, translunar injection, yeah. This is my career save, so we're just wasting money at this point. Because I've got far more efficient ways of getting to the moon and back. It's just I wanted to know whether he could do it in one launch. Because what I would do normally is bring Kerbals up on one craft, transfer them to another, and use a tug to take them out to the moon. But the camera operator was so bad. Yeah, whoever was in charge of swapping cameras. Oh, there we go. That was one of the ways they considered doing in the 60s before Apollo. They switched to the crude film. Separation. Unbelievable. Crowd. People watching the launch. Got no electrical charge. We've just messed this up anyway. Let's just get this crappy mission over with, and then we'll go back to our regular Kerbal programming, regular Kerbal missions. I was just hoping to use all the fuel in this, and there's not much left. Can we just... How far does that go? Because the moon's there. We'll just it can get us all the way out to the moon. You know what? This is bothering me. I don't want to do it. I'm just going to reload. I'm not going to bother. Just go back to our original programming. We got an SSTO to work on anyway. We're just wasting time on this SLS analog. Sorry, Kerbals, you're not going. Just messing with stuff on the other monitor, right? That'll do. Right, we got that and that there. We've got to build a refueler for this. I did a little bit of testing off stream. I heard bubbles. Oh, bubbles! Yeah, I've got the science alert. One of the mods I've got is science alert, and it'll pop now and again. It is one of the bubble sound is. There's science to be collected. So now I've worked. Yeah, I worked out that the fuel lines can actually move. They can move. They can move. So we can stick a bigger fuel tank there. But we need to try and get this to connect to the SSTO we've got landed. The problem is it's not tall enough. This is not tall enough. This is not tall enough. It needs to be further out here. We need to get it out here. Interest. I haven't played with mods in ages, literally years. Yeah, I don't use mods. I don't use a lot of mods at all. I don't use a lot of mods. I've got science thing. The only I've only got 2 mods that actually add pieces, and that is science experiments. I got a few which add science experiments. Science experiments like which ones like that. to add a few extra science experiments, and I've got aviation lights. That's the only thing I use. Attach a piston horizontally to extend the piston. Attach a piston horizontally, because remember the SSTO's got large fins at the bottom, so we've got to try and get over them. So what you're saying, like attach a piston on the back here and have that piston on the back of another piston, because we've got to extend this docking port, has to be out here. So what I was thinking is using like a structural payload. The empty fuselage, whatever it's called. Structural. So we got that. I see, but right now I literally have 0 mods. Fully stock. Yeah, fully stock is probably the better way to go. You know, so yeah, fully stock. I mean, I tried to make most of the craft, like all the craft, apart from the science and the aviation lights, everything else is stock. Here and all. Because you know what you're getting with stock parts. You know what you're getting with stock parts. Because I had bad experiences using mods with other games. Flight Simulator many years ago, they were just too unrealistic. And I'm trying to make it realistic. Like I don't use all the engines in Kerbal because I want to keep it realistic. I haven't used the Nerva engine yet. I assume we can transfer fuel through there. Oh, we can test this now. Let's test this. I don't like the look of that. I'm going to make it look a bit better. Where's coupling structural? There you go. This looks a bit better. There you go. Or we can just leave that. We can just leave that one. Oh yeah, we need to change that piston. We need to change that piston anyway. I'm not sure, maybe not. Oh, wait, never mind, you can. You can what? You can. You can transfer fuel, thank you. Thank you. Because I wasn't sure about through the hollow piece, because that's just structural fuselage. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you could. Thank you. Thank you for looking that up. What are you doing? Although now I'm second guessing myself. How far does this go? Okay, let's see if this reaches. Save. Let's choose a Kerbal. Ned Fred. Ned Fred has the job because he didn't go to the moon just now. Save. Launch. Let's see if this works. Yeah, sorry, I'm yawning. I'm a bit hungry too. How long have we been streaming for? An hour and 11 minutes already. Oh, look, it's not. Is it sunlight? Is that sunrise or sunset? Five. Right, let's see if this works now. Come on, Ned Fred. Right, we repacked the parachutes last time, so got to try and. I know we could have stuck those docking ports lower. I know. But then, if we're in space, we can get some of the larger vehicles can go and dock to this. Right, control from here. Oh, look at that. It's not even centered on the piston. That looks... All right, okay, we're already committed now anyway, so we'll just try it. Just see if it reaches. We'll correct it now. Have you tried this before, 2204? Is that far enough? Can it get there? No, it needs to go a little bit further, couldn't it? It needs to be a little bit higher. Needs to be a little bit higher. Needs to be a little bit higher. I did something very similar. Reflying a booster without pressing recover, probably like 10 years ago. I was literally a kid. Yeah. Because this is a 10-year-old save as well. But this is the first time I've ever tried this myself. But yeah, it is possible. I mean, if we can refuel this. Of course, once we got this attached, we'll stick a much bigger fuel tank here. Alright, okay, so that needs to be taller. We need to correct the centering on there, and the piston needs to be taller. Okay. Recorded it. I wonder if I still have those recordings. They're on YouTube? Or any other platform? Might have posted it on the KSP forums, so I ended up getting angry with the KSP forums. I think, yeah, because I used to post my drawings there, and someone deleted all my drawings. They got offended or something. really sod the KSP forums. Sod the KSP forums. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're in the wrong building. We're on the wrong building. Okay. So I need to center that. Center that. Right. And then, well, we need to change the piston anyway. It doesn't matter, we need to change the piston anyway. Or we could just raise that piston up, you know, we could raise it on a plinth or something. So that was the one we just used, was it? It's a bigger cylinder there. Oh, you found the post on the KSP forums. So link to an Imager album. Oh right, I can't even view Imager in this country anymore. What? Yeah, it was banned in the UK, isn't it? You can't view Imager. The Imager stopped. They blocked UK users from viewing the site. Is it because of the ID laws? Yeah. Yeah, I think rather than comply, Imager just said, "No, we don't. We just going to block the whole country instead." No, no brakes. Oh, oops. Who taught you to drive? Is Ned? Oh, we got no Kerbal aboard. That's why you can't even see. There's no Kerbal aboard. There you go. Yeah, similar laws are being passed in Australia, where I'm from. Yeah, yeah, Australia. I've heard similar things from Australia. Yeah, it's all over the bloody world. It's like, yeah, the internet's not going to be the same. The internet's not going to be the same, is it? The internet we know is going to be all gone. The internet we grew up with. They're both, well, they're both engineers. Let's get Edney off his seat because he's sitting there and doing nothing. Come on, Edney. Stick your helmet on in case you get. All right, all right. Control from here. Altitude sickness. Yeah. He's been sat up there for days. He's been sat up there for days. I know. F5. So is that the right sort of? Oh, we got a wrong docking port. We got the wrong docking port. Oh, we've done all that. We got the wrong flipping docking port. Oh. All right, all right, all right. The image of post is dated 22nd of January 2017. It was 15. Wait, no, 14. Age is merely a number. So I now think rather than counting years, it's now your experience level. You're only a level 14 at that time. It's a more positive way of looking at it. Indeed. Let's get an actual Kerbal. Oh, we brought Ned Fred back, haven't we? Ned Fred. Who was Edney? Edney was the one that was out there, so Edney can go back. Sorry, I'm just scratching. Allergies. Come on, load. Load. What time is it? Don't know. What you're doing is uncannily similar to what I did just then. I guess it's a logical thing you do in Kerbal, isn't it? Try and get an SSTO and try and refuel it and come back. Biggest difference, mine wasn't an SSTO. I had this machine to plop a new stage on top of it. Oh, right, you had something like that. Because the EJ's been working on something like that for years. You know, and you know, you had a Falcon 9 like analog that you put stages on top. I assume you know of EJSA. You know, he's probably the most famous Kerbal streamer. But I mean, I've watched all sorts of streamers. Das Valdez, Rover Dude, Linux Guru Gamer, Red Panda. Yeah, pretty much. There's all these Kerbal streamers, and who does? It's only really EJ that does Kerbal, still does Kerbal streaming, isn't it? It was a very primitive design. Yeah, but you know, it's iterative. You know, you can improve it with each design. That's how Kerbal works. I mean, that's essentially how Kerbal works, isn't it? You do something primitive, do something silly, try experiment with something, and you just improve on it. Right, 22.54. Do you reckon? No, I don't actually. I've been involved in KSB community for many years. What, you don't know about those other Kerbal streamers I mentioned, is it? There's one of those streamers, like Linux Guru Gamer is a person who manages a lot of the mods these days. And if I recall, Rover Dude was one who actually made mods, and that ended up becoming official. Oop. Oh, we got it! We got it! We got it! F5. Right. So if we take that fuel tank there, right, then take that fuel tank there, then we take this fuel tank here because it's at the bottom. It's already full anyway. We're going to take that fuel tank there. Oh, there's no we can't transfer. Is it because there's small docking ports? You can't transfer for the small docking ports, is it? I know Scott Manley, Danny. I don't know Danny. I don't know Matt. No, I know everyone knows Scott Manley. Yeah, Scott Manley. The Kraken's a bit too excited. Yeah, it is. It is wibbling a bit, isn't it? Oh no! Don't pull it! Don't pull it over! Don't pull it over! Don't pull it over! To use the modify. Can you use the modify key? Modify. What do you mean modify key? What am I missing? What am I missing? Wait. You don't know Danny 2642? No, I don't. No, I do not know Danny 2642. He was so funny. Thing is, we've got a main large docking port on the top. Can we get something to attach to that? Yeah. I know we've got a Kraken around here somewhere. The Kraken gopher. Right shift on Linux. I don't know what it is on Windows. Shift. Oh no. I got throttle. You said right shift. I pressed left shift. Is Edney okay? Edney is okay. Edney is okay. We had no Kerbals aboard there. Edney is okay. Edney is okay. Oh, okay. Explosions unintended. All right. Okay. Should have deactivated the engine. Should have deactivated the engine. I'm not happy with the small docking ports on it anyway, so I wanted to remove it and stick the large docking ports on. We could have... Let's not load a save, because we haven't killed a Kerbal, have we? We haven't killed a Kerbal. It's alt on Windows. Just looked it up. Oh, alt. So alt is what I use to modify trim. I use alt for trim. Okay. I use alt for trim. Anyway, recover vessel. Oh, yeah, I use alt for trim when flying the aircraft. Because when I fly aircraft, I don't use SAS. I try to make them a bit balanced, so I have to judicious use of trim just to get them to fly straight. All right, we'll leave the shoot repacker there. We will clean up the debris. Right, there's the debris. So we can go back and do the SSTO again. Oh, my knees are hurting, my legs are hurting. I've got to sit awkwardly on my chair because there's a cat on the buffet under my desk. Right, what was it? 135? 135? Kerbal to orbit. No, it was 136 then. No, we didn't give it a number, we just called it 137. That's not the SSTO we're thinking of. That's not the SSTO we're thinking of. What did I call it? Was it Kerbal to orbit? Oh yeah, it was this. It's just Kerbal to orbit. It's... Right, let's get rid of these silly docking ports. Do you know Danny 2642? Oh, you're talking to Syntax. Coupling. That's more like it. No Kerbals. This is going to be a test flight, so no Kerbals. He made the famous Messing Around in Kerbal space program series. Don't know. Oh, wasn't there some guy on YouTube who I don't recall the name of who just who larked about with mods and just did silly things? It's probably that guy for all I know. But the people I know seriously are like Das Valdez and EJ and Red Panda, Rover Dude, Linux Guru Gamer. Is there anything else we've forgotten on this? Is there anything else we've forgotten? There's no Kerbals aboard. Or do a test launch and do a landing and then dud 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 dud. I remember the speaker one. Don't know. Come on, load. Load. Right, T. Put throttle up on this one because we've got no SRBs. F5. This is only a test flight. We don't have to do a slow save because there's no Kerbals to endanger. We don't have a lot of money because this is a career save, so we're going to have to think about doing some contracts at some point. F5 again. Space. At some point. He used Kevin MacLeod music in all his videos. Well, Kevin MacLeod music is quite prolific on YouTube because there's a lot of his stuff in the free library in there. YouTube library. We've also got a television presenter called Kevin MacLeod in this country. But he's a different person. Nice. KSP also uses Kevin. What, the default music? I'm bothered. I was hoping that would be further out there, actually. I was hoping that would be further out there. What's the term for that point where we re-enter the atmosphere? I was hoping it'd be further away. So I could F theirs. Because the music when you go into space, I know that's been used elsewhere. That's like a freely available track, isn't it? Yeah, because he's got so much stuff. The audio library is full of his tracks. There's loads of it. Really prolific music writer. That's not what I wanted. Right. Do we get to there? Yeah, I'm worried we're not going to have enough fuel to complete the circularization. There we go, that'll do. I'll do 81 by 70. What's that? 91 by 78. That'll do. I prefer to 80 by 80. 80 by 81, 80 by 80. That's what I aim for. Danny always used very silly tracks. I used a lot of silly tracks in a what was it? Company of Heroes video I did years ago. But there's all sorts of music on the free library. I've downloaded a bunch of it for some of my video projects. Wait, hang on, because this is an SSTO. We don't need to refuel it to bring it back or get anything off it. It was just a test, right? We're gonna fuel. Because I'm getting it mixed up with some of our other craft, which we need to mess around with in orbit. Right, let's look for the mountain range to bring us back. I'm not going to correct the orbit, I don't think. Correct the apoapsis to 80 by 80. I think I'll just bring it back from where it is. See, I think that's why they put the crater there, is to try and show you where to do the deorbit burn. I just have more success using this mountain range here. Doesn't mean this is going to be successful. F5. I wait for it to go retrograde. And then we've got F5 again. Do the deorbit burn now. There we go. And then bring it back. We've got 5 fuel tanks to mess with here, haven't we? So we've got the one at the front. Because what I do with my other vehicles is I move fuel between the tanks in order to control the center of gravity. But usually I've only got 2 or 3 tanks, and this one's got 5. And just use it for trim, really. Right, on the way back, excuse me, 2 different flags. We've got the Hyogo-ken and we've got . Wait, you're using a modify key there. Left alt, right? No, I'm not. I did not use the modify key at all. I did not use alt at all just then. Well, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Sorry, hang on. I did use alt to bring up the extra things, the extra what's it called, dialogue boxes. Yes, I used that left alt to bring up dialogue boxes. Yes, I did. I used alt to bring up the dialogue boxes. That's what you're referring to before. Yes, the same alt I used to trim. But we had multiple dialogue boxes when we were down there plugged up to the SSTO, this stage, and it didn't. There was no option to transfer fuel because I suspect you can't transfer fuel through the empty fuselage stage, the empty fuselage, which is right shift on Linux. Okay. How much fuel left? Yeah, I know. The reason we got wings on this is to fly this back. Right. We got this down to a T with the other stages. This one's as well. Right, turn it round. Come on. Don't know why it doesn't work with the fuselage. No. Yeah, we need practice getting this thing back. Could do with some more flags out here. Let's go in the ocean, calling it now. Come on, don't be defeatist. We're not going to go in the ocean. We've got things that can pick them out of the ocean. We got boats and things and go out there and pick stages up. Yeah, we're a bit further away from the KSC than what I hoped. Question is this flat enough land? Boop. Now this time We're going to deactivate that engine. There we go. Space Center. It's all flat on the light green glass because it starts getting the like sandy, like yellowy towards the water, and I think that's where it starts getting too steep. It's flat. Good. Kerbal is flat. It's disc shaped. Surprised no one's did a Discworld mod for Kerbal. You know, make it flat, actual flat. Come on, Jenry. Jenry's an engineer, so she can do it. She can fix it. Go on. We've got this janky platform. It's made up of lots of little flat triangles. Oh, is that what you mean? Flat Kerbal theory. Yes, the Kerbals which have been hired and they haven't gone to space yet. They all claim that Kerbal is flat. Where's January been? January's been around Kerbal and been to Minmus and been to the moon. It's probably landing all the way out here. It just takes a while to get to, and doesn't it? Right, don't run into it. Slow down, slow down. Physics warp. Slow down. You're moving way too fast. Slow down, girl. Slow down, January. Go on, concentrate, January. Concentrate. You can do it. It used to be my job to reverse vehicles up to aircraft. Used to be my job. Swaying a bit. Is it leaning? Do you think that's leaning? Maybe it isn't. I found we didn't have to get exactly next to the parachutes in order to deploy them, to stow them. So right, let's get January out. Come on, January, you got because more work to do. Right, the handbrake is on. Leave seat. Come on. Look what you're doing, January. It's a Beatles reference. I don't even know. Come on, January. F. Right, sit down and hold on. Sit down. It says sit down, there we go. Some more obscure song. Aim camera. Yeah, see the clipping's changed as this has been sat aside because we had that clip. The piston was clipped underneath, so you couldn't see it. So that's changed while it's been out. Right, leave seat. F5. I don't want to kill a Kerbal. F5. I can reach it there. Right, repack shoot. We need to build a better gantry, really, don't we? A better work platform. Right, repack shoot. Well, yeah, OSHA wants a word. Oh, the parachutes come out, right? Okay. Leave seat. Gonna repack the parachute. Repack parachute. Deploy parachute. F5. Right. Repack shoot. Repack shoot. Repack chute. Repack chute. Repack chute. Repack chute. Repack chute. Repack chute. Ah, there we go. And then board seat. All done. All done. F5. Leave seat. Repack chute. Deploy chute. The reason why we deploy chute is just in case she falls. There it goes again. Yeah, I think I am repacking the chute. No, no, F. Right, repack chute. Board. There we go. And drive over to a safe spot. There we go. That F had double meaning, yeah. Yeah, very much so. Let's leave that there. And F5 just to make sure that's all done. Right, go back to the Space Center. How long is my video delay? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. How can you test your video delay? Just type in the things 5 seconds before the event. Right, on YouTube, you can click the live. If you go to on the pop-up video on YouTube, if you click where it says live, there has to be a red dot next to live. If there is no red dot next to live, there's a delay on your live stream. Oh, I'm not live. Yeah, if you click on live and it goes to and the red dot appears, that's where you're live. Open. So that fuel tank is useless to us. So we've got to stick a normal fuel tank there. Though I think the balance may be off. It's going to be too long, isn't it? Where's the smaller one? Where's the smaller one? What surprises me, you can use launch clamps on the runway. Yeah, you can use launch clamps on the runway. There's transportable launch clamps. Yeah, I mean, that's something that EJ used to do. He used to launch everything from the runway. He used to put the launch clamps on the runway because he found it easier to build rockets horizontally in the SPH. Save. Excuse me, sorry, coughing. Save. What Kerbal's going to be driving? Going to have a Kerbal Nedfred. Nedfred's going. Save. Launch. Nedfred is a pilot, though. He's not an engineer. Make sure that works. Yeah, that works. So where are we going? Not that one, that one. So that's one difference between YouTube and Twitch. Twitch, it'll give everyone a different colour, their names, and YouTube, Syntax and 2204 Happy, your names are the same colour in chat, but I'm using OBS chat. I'm using the OBS chat window and not the YouTube chat window. Oh. It was too steep and the front broke off. Wait. You okay, Nedfred? You okay? Oh, okay, Nedfred. Grey, Jinx. It ain't work. Yeah, this is broken now. We're going to have to do that again. Great. Throw it backwards. Well, Nedfred survived, so we'll recover Nedfred. I don't know what we're going to do about that. We'll try that again. Should have gone the long way around. Should have gone slowed down, and it's not there. We can't pick it up. It's gone. Let's try that again. We could stick the wheels out there, couldn't we? We'll leave it as it is. Because I think the wheels should actually be at the same height. They're not quite at the same height, are they? And it sags there as well. What's the time? The time is 2:22 in the morning, and I've been streaming for 2 hours 13 minutes. I'm getting hungry again. I've got stomach pains, so I might go and see to that in a bit. We'll try and connect this up. We'll try and see if this works, and then right, break F5. Right, take a more shallower turn now. Go around the long way. Was AFK for a number? What number attempt is this? This is the second attempt. This is the second attempt. Ned Fred survived. Just explosions unintended. I mean, it's, yeah, 45. Totally unexpected, yeah. Syntax has exposed your lies. Clearly this is the 45th attempt. Could just as well be the 45th attempt. We tried. I mean, when we had the other one of these up, we took a number of attempts of that, didn't we? Right. We put the brakes on here and F5. F5. It was like 2.5, wasn't it? 2.54, 2.5. Oh yeah, but that was with the different docking port, so. Control from here. Off-camera testing. How are you going to refuel the entire thing with just one tank? Well, I just wanted to see if we can refuel it first. What I'll do is once we know that this is a viable thing that we can do, then we'll stick a bigger fuel tank here, or even just do several trips. If we have to do several trips, we have to do several trips. I mean, maybe we could just modify this vehicle, like keep the back half the same, but change the front half of this vehicle to have a much bigger fuel tank. See, this is a proof of, in quotes, proof of concept at the moment. That's what we want to do. It's just a proof of concept. We need to prove it works. We need to prove it works. F5. There, you see? Is that 1.7, you reckon? You could add a big rover with a really big tank and a gas station for the smaller mobile refuelers. Yeah, Yeah, we could have another docking port on this somewhere and have another refueler somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah, you know, that actually might be a good idea. That might be a good idea. So that we're not messing around. Where is it? Control from here. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, that's why. I was pressing E and not W. Right. Right. Got it. Right. So now, stick the brake on. So if we bring the fuel tanks up there, right, there's our fuel tanks, which we're transferring from. There's the fuel tanks we're transferring from, and that's the fuel tank there. So if, see, there is no pressing Alt is going to make any difference. You can't transfer fuel. Why is that? Why is that? Where's the transfer things? Disable crossfeed. Disable crossfeed. There's no enable crossfeed. So crossfeed is enabled. So why is it not working? Why is there no transfer fuel option? Is it a difficulty setting? Because this is a difficult career game, but it works. It works on everything else. This docking port works everywhere else. Crossfeed is enabled. Yeah, crossfeed is enabled. Crossfeed is enabled. See, disable crossfeed, enable crossfeed. Disable crossfeed, enable crossfeed. Is it a bug? I don't know. Hang on. I'll take a screenshot and I'll ask some other people. Because no, not print screen. F12. Did you hold Alt? Alt makes no difference. Alt makes no difference. Alt makes no difference. I'm just hitting Alt. Makes no difference. Check if your difficulty settings, if realistic crossfeed is enabled or whatever it's called. Yeah, but it wouldn't work elsewhere. We can transfer fuel easily on all the other vehicles, on everything we've ever done. We transfer fuel easily. Alt plus right click. And what Alt and plus right click does, it just brings up another dialog box. Yeah, but that just brings up the dialog boxes. That's what we've already got on the screen. See? See, if I close those dialog boxes, if I hold Alt, then that's when you can bring up the multiple dialog boxes. That's how it works. See, and you just pin them to the screen when you need them. See? Odd. Yeah, odd. Try different Alt keys. Well, Alt GR. No, it's not going to make any difference. So Alt to change zoom there. No, that's it. Anyway, I'm going to go take a break because I'm hungry. We've been streaming for 2 hours, 22 minutes. Okay, is that okay? We'll disconnect it so we don't have a bug or when anything, or it's not going to blow up when we transfer back to it. So if we undock there, right, control from here. Can't move. Can't move. Why aren't we moving? Is there no power? Control from here. See, look. The motor's disabled. Motor enabled, motor disabled. It's not working. Gotta go too. Okay. Right, see you again, 2204. See you again, 2204. Why is that not working now? Steer. Got power. We got. See, the motor's going, but why aren't we moving? Oh, the brake. The brake is on, is it? Yeah, the brake is on. Brake is on. Alright, we'll move it over there so that when we switch back to it, it's not going to cause a problem. Alright then, Syntax. I'm gonna take a break then. Wait, the docking port isn't aligned. I see. Is that what you think it is? Do you think the docking port isn't aligned? Is that? Did you just look that up, or is that something? Because I think these sets of wheels are not perfectly at the same height either. Plus, it sags there. Is my audio broken? Is your audio broken? What, is your audio out of sync too, is it? Right, so we're connected again, There you go. Oh no, it does it now. It's doing it now. It's doing it now. Now we can transfer fuel. Oh, it works. All right, hang on. We'll keep that there. Get that other tank there. Get that other tank. Oh, it worked. It worked. It's jumping about a bit. Oh, it's still a problem. What's going on now? We did undock, didn't we? I can't see. Look, I'm trying to move away, but can't move away. Hmm. You need a specific facility upgraded. Is that it? Is that the reason you think? Come on, load. Still there? Yeah, still there. Because tracking station fully upgraded, assembly building fully upgraded, launchpad fully upgraded, mission control is not fully upgraded, spaceplane hangar fully upgraded, astronaut complex fully upgraded, administrative building fully upgraded, and research and development. So it's only mission control that isn't fully upgraded. Anyway, I'm going to do some research and I'm going to share this with some other Kerbal players and see what they say. If they reply, they probably don't reply because hardly anyone plays Kerbals these days. Okay then, Syntax. I'm going to take a break. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for being here. And anyone else who's watching. Yeah, we've been streaming for 2 hours, 29 minutes and 33 seconds, and it's currently 2:38 in the morning. And I'll take a break. Cat's on the buffet. It's hard to see because she's got black back and she. There's my kitty. All right, time to stop. I'll be back tomorrow sometime. Actually, I should have. I got too much text on the screen there, haven't I? All right. Good night. Good morning.